Alreet, cinefreaks. My name's Chris, and for the last 50 years, I've been a... Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series of videos that I'm going to try putting out. I'd like to be doing it maybe twice a month, and it's just going through what films I've watched for the first time in the last couple of weeks. I started this project on my Facebook page back in January. It was around about the January the 14th. Let me have a look. January the 14th. And every night I pick a film that I haven't seen before, watch it, review it, and share it with my Facebook page the next day. Anyway, so let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so we started with on the 14th of January. This is going to go from the 14th to the 31st of January, so please bear with us. This one is King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. I didn't rate this very well. I liked the dialogue in between the characters. I didn't like the CGI in it at all. I rated that a 6 out of 10. Not going to make my top 10 list. This one, Sabotage, Arnold Schwarzenegger, only slightly better. It's from 2014, and I rated this one 7 out of 10. In the Lost Lands, this one is from 2025, this film, yeah, a recent film, and you know what, it's not too bad, I quite enjoyed it. It's from the makers of Resident Evil, Game of Thrones. It's got something to do with them. I can't read the writing, it's too small, but yeah, I give that one 8 out of 10. This one, The Guard, Brendan Gleeson, 2011, I give this one another 8 out of 10. Very funny film, really enjoyed it. I think it's probably Brendan Gleeson's funniest role that I've seen him in. Hotel Artemis, from the 2018. You know, I thought it had something to do with the John Wick world. I thought it was something to do with the Hotel Continental, but obviously that's what I thought before I watched it. It is a hotel for criminals, and it's okay, and it doesn't fit in the John Wick world. I've given that one a 7 out of 10. The next one, High Rise, 2015. It was a strange film to watch, very stylistic. It was interesting. It was okay, and I've given it a 7 out of 10. The Crow, City of Angels, 1996. Again, another one that I've given 7 out of 10. I like the world. I like the created environment that was there. The performances in the script, not so much. Nosferatu, 2024. I've rated this one a 7 out of 10. It wasn't a very good telling of the story in my eyes. It was, again, stylistically, visually, it was very compelling, but the storyline just didn't hold up for us. The next one, Fences, from 2016. This film did hold up for us. And the more that I think about this film after I've watched it, yeah, it's got a lot of things that I can relate to in it. Yeah, I've given this one 8 out of 10 from 2016. Well worth a watch. Top 10 contender, that one. Unlike this one, which is the notorious Betty Page. This is from 2005, and the cover is probably the most appealing thing about the film in my eyes. To be honest, I've given it a 7, but I'm going to drop that down to a 6 while I'm recording. So it's a 6 out of 10 for that one. This one, Survival of the Dead, from 2009. George A. Romero, purely by name. It's an awful film. I'm not even going to get started on it. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. That's how bad it is. The next one, Hellride. I've given this one a 6 out of 10. It's only slightly better than Survival of the Dead. Quentin Tarantino's got his name on it, but you know, and it's got a good cast as well. You know, Michael Madsen, David Carradine, Dennis Hopper. Vinnie Jones has got this awful American accent in it though, and that is why it's only getting a 6 out of 10. Control, only slightly better. I've given this one a 7 out of 10. This one, thanks Alex to in the Facebook page who recommended this one. It's a story of Joy Division and the lead singer of Joy Division. and that's all there is to it. It's black and white. It's got some decent soundtrack to it. There's some other artist music which is pretty good in it, but it's just not for me. I'm not a fan of Joy Division, so I've given this one 7 out of 10. Feast, let's move on. Feast 2005. Again, I've given this one a 7 out of 10. Although, actually, I think it's better than Controlled. It just doesn't meet, maybe a 7.7, 7.8, something like that. Who knows? It was okay. It was quite dark to watch it. You know, I was trying to work out what was going on too much, rather than just enjoying what was in front of us. So, for that reason, it stays a 7 out of 10. Flight of Fury is the next one. Steven Seagal. This was the first out of about 7 or 8 Seagal films that I picked up that I've got through to watch. I'm going to have to get around to watching another one soon, so I thought I might as well talk about this one. I've given it a 6 out of 10 purely because although the storyline is there, the performance isn't great, but the visuals, when you see the visuals of the plane, it's like someone's filmed it on the camcorder. Compared to when it's indoor scenes, the quality is so much better, if that makes any sense at all. That is why this has a 6 out of 10. The next one, I don't think I've covered The Machinist, have I? Unless it's on this bit of paper. No, missed that one out. The Machinist, not as good as people make out, in my opinion. It's not my favourite Christian Bale film. I find the way that his body is portrayed, the what he had to go through, just wasn't worth it for the overall end result, you know. And I give this one a 7 out of 10. Next, we're going on to Air from 2015. Nothing but fresh air. Wasted 2 hours of air watching it. Norman Reedus, yeah, I quite like him in Walking Dead. And the premise, all right, just under-delivered. 6 out of 10. Gothic, I think this over-delivered, aesthetically, visually, stylistically, and any other of those posh, fancy words. It was all right. It didn't get us wrong. It was like, I don't know, a bad acid trip, something like that. Don't do drugs, kids. Gothic, I've given it 7 out of 10 from 1986. The next one, Dark Phoenix. I know it gets a lot of hate. I've watched it. Having not watched an X-Men movie for quite some time, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I really did. I have given this an 8 out of 10 and said that it could be a top 10 contender for 2018, 2019. Takers, another great film. 2010, I watched this one. I really enjoyed it. It kept me entertained from beginning to end. Wanting the team, even though they're criminals, I wanted them to do well. I had empathy with them. I could relate to them a little bit more. The camaraderie was good between them. I've given this 8 out of 10, possible for the top 10. And the last one for the end of January is Gatsby, 2013. It says The Great Gatsby, but it's certainly not great, in my humble opinion. I do like Baz Luhrmann. I do like DiCaprio. I do like Romeo and Juliet. I do like Moulin Rouge. And had this came out at that time, I would have probably have liked this as well. But because there's been so much of a gap between them, when I put it on and I watched it for what it wasn't what I wanted. So I've given this one, as long with Survival of the Dead, the worst of the month, 4 out of 10. Anyway, that's my first watch for January 2026. Let us know down below in the comments what you think of these type of videos, if it's worth doing. I think for my own record, I'm going to keep doing them. I've already got February's pile stacked high, so I'm going to get through those at some point and do February in 2 parts, and then, like I say, hopefully do these every couple of weeks when there's 14 new titles to talk about. Anyway, next video, the top 10 Canny Good Film Quiz of 1983 is coming out on Sunday, providing I can get everything done on time, of course. Time's against us. Must crack on. Till then, Canny.